Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. In today's video, boys, we're doing something a little different. We're bringing in Super Bowlers, but we're going to do them a little bit of a different way. I actually got from a subscriber a message. His name's Skunky. He's got a YouTube channel too, and he's been kind of posting this attack. He said, give this a shot, and I want to see your opinion on it. It's the same as the Super Witch army, literally the same, but you drop the 3 Super Witches and toss 4 Super Bowlers in there. He says he was having a lot of success with it, and I was just like, you know what? Might as well try it out and see how it works for us. For the king, I'm running the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball. Queen, we're running the Healer Puppet and the Magic Mirror. I think it works best for setting the funnel with the Siege Barracks. Warden, Fireball, Rage Gem, and then World Champion, Hog Puppet, and Haste File. One thing I will mention, a lot of people have been kind of complaining about the Fireball. Honestly, guys, it's just fun strategies. If you don't like it, you can use Hybrid that I just shared yesterday or Twin Hogs, whatever you like, but people want to see this stuff, so I'm just going to post about it. And then, again, don't worry, different armies will be coming. Tomorrow, there should be a fun one I think you guys will like a lot. So, let's get into the first attack and hopefully just kind of see how we can do. Ideally, we'd obviously do well. Oh, someone's got the nice little new scenery. Okay, so first things first. With this army, you're just trying to look for fireball value. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. It's kind of like the Super Witch idea. You don't want it to last too long. And then we can kind of just go from there. Honestly, I think landing on that expo would be awesome, so I'm going to deploy my warden here and then maybe walk through this compartment there. We'll see right now. Let's go like this. We'll invest some of these just to make sure the fireball gets where we want. Okay, should get the world champion in there too. Awesome. And now let's lure the warden with our king. Set our anti-funnel on the other side. 2 druids, super wall breaker right there is our entry point. Let's get some super bowlers, apprentice warden, 2 druids. Keep the rages on these boys. And then let's see. Maybe another super wall breaker there. I honestly might just jump into this compartment. Just want to be safe. Let's see. How are we doing? I'm going to keep the rage going on the druids. Freeze spell there. Maybe freeze on the town hall. King ability just to get the town hall down. Okay, world champion where? Honestly, up top here while she's got some tanking still. I'm going to keep the rages flowing. Just because I do want to keep the super bowlers up. If that one super bowler goes down, that's okay. Okay, queen still up. Everything's looking decent so far. Baby dragon up here just for some funneling. Couple wizards here for cleanup. Let's see, my world champion's doing good. Oh, that's awesome. Those root riders are going to make it through the wall. And with some healing, these bears should join up. And hopefully we can take out this monolith. But man, the super bowlers kind of crushed the base, honestly. It's looking quite well. And then for some of you guys that don't like the Super Witch and just want a little bit of a change up, I think this will be a lot of fun for some people if you guys are Super Bowler users. So let's pop the ability. I don't think we're going to need the free spell. I think we can swag it. You know what? I think I like this army a lot more than the one I was running previously. But let's drop that free spell. Don't need it. We swag that. And then pretty much a lot of troops were still up. Okay. This was kind of nice. And today I've got the time. So you know what? We'll go back, check out the replay. I will have all the timestamps below if you guys need to check them out, so don't worry about that. Let's see here. So why did I do what I did? Well, I was looking for fireball value. This is a pretty symmetrical base. I could have landed on this Inferno too. I was thinking about it, but I would have rather landed on this Monolith, but that would have been too much value for my fireball and it would have wasted too much time. So I was like, look, if I start at 9 o'clock or even 3 o'clock, you could have done it at either or sides because they're the same. I wanted to get either the queen or the RC, but I was just like, you know what? Let's just take care of the left-hand side. I can invis out the archer tower and the mortar. Then I would need to invis out this bomb tower and this ricochet cannon. More so the bomb tower because that's the next closest building. And then this air defense is not too much of a worry, so you can land on this expo. From there, I was like, you know what? These 2 gold swords, I need to break into that wall because I want to get through the eagle first. I don't know why. I don't like leaving the eagle up for too long. It's just something I've never done, especially with super witches. I don't know. I like taking it out early on in the attack. So here we go. Warden comes in. Invis 1, Invis 2, Fireball, get the RC. Perfectly executed, took out that whole compartment. At this point, putting King. And then, you know what? I might switch the Unicorn on the Warden and then maybe the Frosty on the Queens. I think that will be working pretty well because of the heroes that sometimes come up. But the rest of it was just keeping the Super Bowlers alive with the Druids. I got in that early jump spell. Did I need it? I don't know. I could have probably gone without it because that one super wall breaker does make it. But then I was just like, what if I hadn't put it there and then they would have walked around on the outside? I would have been in some trouble. Here, as the king approached the town hall, I'd click his ability, take out the town hall, just so the super bowlers don't get hit with the actual bomb in the town hall. That was the key reasoning for that. That's why I like going over these replays so you can kind of explain the little details. At this point, I didn't panic about that one super bowler about to go down. I was really focused on the major push of the army. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just send the Royal Champion with all these troops so it can kind of get the tanking and then really fight for the end part of the attack. Just because that multi-archer tower and monolith scared me a little bit. But seeing how many bears were still up, like there's 4 bears running towards the monolith, and all you got to deal with is like those 3 key defenses, the Inferno, monolith, and the multi-archer tower are the scariest thing. But with the free spell still left that we don't even end up using and the Royal Champion ability, we kind of cooked there. And the bears end up taking out the multi-archer tower too, which is just awesome stuff. But yeah, this was definitely smashed and a really good attack. I'm very impressed with it so far. It's working well. Hopefully we can continue doing just as good as that attack was. So let's see here. What are we going to get? Okay. Now let's look for some fireball value and then pick our entry point. I'm thinking landing on that Inferno would be nice. Like right here. But to do that, I need to invis out. Because these cannons are kind of close. So let me like kind of angle my warden like this. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, definitely might change Diggy. I don't really like Diggy all too much. But again, I don't want to spend too much time on this fireball either. So we got to be a little bit careful. Let's go this. I think, okay, we got the Inferno. Now we got to lure back the warden. Okay, awesome. Get a super wall breaker there. One up top. Queens with ability. Let's send in 1 druid with them. 2 druids here. Apprentice warden. Our super bowlers. Okay, we're looking good. Let's get in a rage. Another super wall breaker. Make sure we get through the wall, you know. Freeze the monolith. Don't want it doing too much damage to my king. And then I'm really trying to save it for, because I need to save the king ability for like now. Open up those set of walls. 2 more druids to join the party. Freeze spell. Just freeze all that junk. Keep the rages going on the druids. Because really you just want to make sure everything stays up. Royal Champion at the top side. Just seeing that Tesla there. Okay, at this point, 3 more druids. Hopefully they can keep everything up. I do need a rage spell in here. Let's see. There's still 2 druids on those super bowlers. So that's looking good. But those super bowlers are going to take a lot of damage. And these druids decide to join up a little bit late to the party. But hey, we're okay for right now. The queen's still up. Royal Champion's up. No, I think this is smashed. Those Root Riders in the CC are giving us a lot of tanking, and that Headhunter's going to end up joining the party. King is going to make it to what, like half out there? But okay, I think we got this. Let's pop the Royal Champion ability. Last thing really remaining is the Ricochet Cannon. Oh, maybe I should have waited a little bit for my Royal Champion ability. Or is it? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, another one. Washed. Okay. Okay, boss. And my subscriber's name is Skunky, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm kind of all over the place here, but that was another solid attack. Let's get this next army loaded. And then let's quickly go check this out. And then we'll join up with you guys once those 2 armies are loaded because they aren't quite yet. But okay, why did I decide to fireball there on the Inferno Tower? Really, I thought I could reach that Poison Tower. And I thought that would be good. Because it was already a built-in funnel pretty much. If I get this fireball off on this Inferno, this clears all this trash. I can lure my warden up towards here to this cannon. I can super wall break right in front there. And up top here at 9 o'clock. Queens will walk in, clear all this area. And then my king and super bowlers will make a straight beeline towards the eagle and monolith. Because warden's fireball takes this out. Queens take out all this. And then you've got a straight shot towards the eagle monolith town hall. Not a big problem that the CC's right there. You've got such a push built up that you don't really need to worry about it. And then you're probably like, okay, so why'd you wait so long here with your fireball? It wasn't too bad. Reason being, it was this archer tower. I didn't know if I should take out the archer tower or not. I decided to, so I could use my invisibility on the mortar and the ricochet cannon, and then 1 invisibility on this air defense. If my warden moved any more to the right, I would have been in kind of a little bit of trouble to land on this expo. But there goes that poison tower out. Get the king down, lure the warden back. Get the super wall breaker in and the one at 9 o'clock. Pop the queen ability straight away. Get the siege barracks in. At this point, you can drop a druid if you want with the queens. I felt like it wasn't necessary. You can add it later, no problem. And at this point, just get your super wall breakers in. Rage spells on your druids. Keep everything up alive. freeze on the monolith because you don't want that to like cause any issues for your king. And then I waited for my king to approach the monolith to get the backside wall to open up the town hall compartment, and that was perfect. I get 2 more druids in. At this point, just keep funneling in 2 druids. Even if you have them stack a little bit for a couple seconds, that's no problem. You just want to keep your troops up for as long as possible. At this point, I have 3 druids left. Sadly, at the angle they're going to take, they're going to go for the root riders, but it doesn't end up mattering. And at this point, I choose to put my royal champion at 12 o'clock. Again, for the key reason being, I just want to have some tanking for it. I didn't want to send it naked into this left-hand side because the enemy queen was there too. So, but again, it ended up working. We're doing pretty well with it. Now I'll let that load up, and then we'll be back once that's all cooked up, because right now we're on a heater. Okay, boys, let's head into this next attack and see if we can kind of keep this rhythm going. I forgot again to change Diggy off my ward, and I don't like it. I feel like we can change it, make better use of that. So we'll do these 2 attacks, and then I'll make the switch. But let's see here. Double poison in the core is gross, especially for Super Bowler. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful with our druid placement. I do want to go straight towards the eagle. I just like taking it out early, if I'm being honest. So let's fireball anywhere here. But we're going to try landing on the Inferno. So let's go. Boom. Fireball. That should be good. Take out that whole compartment. Awesome. King down here. Queen there. Pop her ability. I'm going to allow a super wall breaker. 2 druids for my king. And then the 4 super bowlers. Let's see here. Let's get in as deep as we can. Keep this healing going. Rage. Jump in towards the core. Freeze the monolith. Okay, queen's doing good. 2 more druids. I just want them to join up everything. King ability very, very soon here. Boom. Let's go like that. Pop it off. And that should clean up the whole core. Let's see. Now, at this point, we really just need to make sure healing stays up. Okay, here goes the root riders from the CC. I'm going to get 2 more druids to make sure the healing stays good. And then my royal champion here to get that kind of tanking from the root riders. That's why I put her there. And then at this point, I just got to hope the super bowlers can make it through the rest of this, because mind you, there is going to be a lot of damage on them, but we still have a rage and freeze spell. I will freeze this like Tesla farm, rage everything up here. Yes, I didn't get the druids in the rage, but it was more so for the super bowlers to just chain all that down quickly. Let's get in some barbs, archers for cleanup. Okay, super bowlers decide to take a weird angle. That's fine. Let's get 2 wizards up here for more cleanup. Royal champion is going to have to solo this backside a little bit, just because the super bowlers kind of fell behind, but that's okay. Okay, enemy royal champion's there too. Okay, that's a little bit gross, but let's pop the royal champion ability now. She'll quickly take out the ricochet cannon and RC. Oh, boys, this is money so far, man. Holy cow, we're kind of smashing this stuff. Now I don't really know what's better. And to some people's point, Fireball is just super strong, so really, I get it. Heroes are good, but hey, man, this is the one argument I kind of make, not defending the strength of the heroes, but one of my subscribers also said this. He's like, man, we take them up to level 95. They should be good. It takes so much time. It took me dang near 10 years to get them leveled up. So I kind of also understand that point, but I can also understand the point it can kind of get a little bit annoying just because they are so strong. But now I don't know what's stronger. The Super Bowlers, Super Witches, or E-Titans, because they're similar attacks. But at this point, I like having that diversity, that you can play with different attack strategies. Because think about it, guys. We haven't been able to use E-Titans in so long. Super Bowlers haven't been relevant. But so even if the Fireball is good, and we got a couple of those nerfs to, like, say, Root Riders and, like, Valks, all that stuff, Dragons, they're being less used, so we're allowed to use these newer armies. And I'm kind of glad with that, and I'm happy with this. But, okay, let's talk about the strategy. Enough yapping. So 2 Poison Towers in the core. Right away when I see that, I want to save my Earthquake Boots for that core, just because I can take out everything pretty much with the Spiky Ball and then the Earthquake Boots. So I decided to Fireball down here. Reason being, the only difference, you could have done the top side and probably got an enemy Queen or Royal Champion, but I was like, you know what, that's fine. I want to get through this Eagle early, because if I go from the top side, the Eagle is going to keep shooting at me throughout the whole attack, and it's just going to stack and get annoying. So I was like, okay, so I can invis out this cannon, this air defense, and then I should be able to land this Fireball on the multi-inferno, taking out this whole compartment. Then I can put my queen kind of at this elixir collector, super wall breaker behind, pop her ability, siege barracks. I probably should have dropped 2 druids, but it ended up being okay, and then clear out this compartment. That way, once I lure my warden with my king, I can go straight into this compartment, jump in early. No worries if you don't get the earthquake boots for this backside walls. because obviously we're saving them for the town hall, so you can use your jump spell early, and then 2 super wall breakers to get you through this first wall, and then the second wall, and then jump in towards the monolith. So let's check this out. Wait for the invisibilities to come in. Here they go. Drop them. The placement could have been a little better to make sure you got this Archer Tower and this Warden altar, but my positioning was kind of nice. So we dropped the Queen ability. Super Wall Breaker, Siege Barracks. Definitely should have put 2 Druids on. I think I would have got even more value, but hey, that's fine. We saved them. And then at this point, Super Wall Breakers in. Get my Super Bowlers in. Make sure we get through these first 2 set of walls because that's a must. Get a Rage spell in pretty much just to kind of start this smash. Early, quickly, get the free spell on the monolith. I could have popped my king ability right now and taken out the poison towers in their spot, but I was like, you know what, it's okay. I'll pop it now, get some damage off on the ice golems. They should get ripped down into shreds. King should take them. And then at this point, I was just really careful to keep my super bowlers alive because of the town hall poison. But they stayed out of the bomb. That was the key thing. And then you can notice the Root Riders come out of the CC. And that point, I knew which way I was going to send my Royal Champion because they can tank for it. If I send it on the right-hand side, she would have got some tanking from the King, but she would have died off because the Royal Champions are right there and the Ricochet Cannon with an Expo. I was like, no, let's send the Royal Champion behind this major push of Super Bowlers, everything like that, and we'll be fine. I decided to free spell the hidden Tesla farm just because that was the big key like stuff left over, but can't complain. And then right now, we'll do one more attack, and then I'll change Diggy. I feel like, or we might just leave it like this. It's working so far, you know. Why switch it? But for you guys, switch it to anything. Have some fun with it. If you don't have, like, say you just want to switch it around for something. Me personally, if I did, I would maybe go Unicorn on the Warden, just in case you take some damage early, and then maybe like Frosty, because you don't have the Frozen Arrow on the Queen. I think that would be kind of cool. But we can make that change later if we need to. But let's go in for this next attack. We got our CC. Let's see. Okay, nicely leveled up base. But I do already see my fireball value. And I'm going to try landing on that poison tower. So let's get that out of the way. And then I'll walk. Where's the eagle at? In the core. So instead of going through the town hall, I'll actually go through where the triple gold storages are. So let's get my warden down here. And then make sure these invisibilities are good. So let's go here and here. And then I think that should be fine to land there. Boom, that should clear that whole core. Wow, that value is actually insane. Okay, Queen over here, pop her ability. Siege, 2 Druids to kind of clean that all up, help him out. Prentice Warden for the King. Super Wall Breaker here. Another Super Wall Breaker to go deeper. 2 Druids. Super Bowlers, Wizards behind to help out, clean this up. And then we can honestly jump spell into here. I will get a Rage spell going. Make sure to freeze this, just because I don't want my King to get zapped. So let's make sure everything's looking fine so far. 2 more Druids in, just as we deal with the CC up here. But the Super Bowler should also chain through that, so it should get off a lot of damage. And then I will freeze these 3 Infernos in a minute here. Boom, I think that should be good. Again, okay, Druids are doing good. I'm going to send 2 more in. And then keep a Rage on these ones here. King ability I'm still saving, but I think now should be fine to use. Boom, perfect. Oh, that cleared everything. Royal Champion over here. Some Super Bowlers tanking for the Royal Champion. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely mangled, this base is. Wow, guys, this is super duper strong. Honestly, for right now, how it seems, I do like the Super Bowlers a lot, boys. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that triple bounce, but they are demolishing bases. Like, sometimes you could struggle with Super Witches. So if you guys want a little bit of a change, man, this is ridiculously good. Holy cow. I was not expecting this. I'm going to be genuinely honest. I thought, like, just because of my previous video, I was like, dang, it was kind of tough. But holy cow. That puts us at 4 for 4. I'll quickly walk through that replay just to kind of get an idea of, like, what was going on. But, so, the value, they kind of set this base up. Like, you get so much fireball value from it. And yes, you guys can argue, like, fireball's OP, right? You got to know how to use it. And then you also got to expect the meta will change defensively. Like, people will get adapted to it. So, it'll change, but I think it's still going to be so good. Right away, I was just like, oh, if I get this Poison Tower, man, I can get 6 key defenses. A multi-arch tower, Expo, Scatter, Ricochet Cannon, Poison Tower, Wizard Tower, and a Mortar. So, that's actually technically 7 because you get the Poison Tower out too. But in my mind, I was just like, okay, so how do I take that out? I can invis out the Ricochet Cannon and the Wizard Tower. Same thing on the Mortar and Wizard Tower over there. Launch my Fireball, Earthquake spell, takes all that out. Lure my Warden with my King down to here. get the super wall breakers open, and then queen at 3 o'clock to set that funnel, and then we'll smash through the eagle. The reason I don't go through the town hall is I feel like you get so bogged down in that poison, the multi-infernos, the ice golems, that you kind of run out of steam on the back end. I like building up a fat push on the back end and then taking the town hall at the end. Sometimes it can be to my detriment just because it's a risky thing to do, but honestly, that's my middle name. I love it. So let's see here. We get our invisibilities. Let's get our warden in. Come on. Getting warden. Yeah, Diggy really doesn't do much because it just kind of runs away, but maybe we will change it, but just because I feel like it's a good luck charm right now, I'm not going to change anything if I'm being real with you guys. So we get our king in. There goes the queen ability. 2 druids on the queens this time just to keep them up. I think that was a decent investment. I'll take that. And then super wall breakers in. They open up the walls. Then I can jump in through the end. Careful about that in the single inferno. Froze it right away. Did not let my king take any damage. Poison spell on the ice golems. At this point, I saw once the town hall is going to be activated, I'm going to just freeze out all of that junk just because there's 2 infernos there too. Rage spell on the druids and super bowlers. They just kind of crush that core at that point. Like under rage, king ability and super bowler shots just mangled that core. So that base was kind of lit up for it. But let's see here. We got our stuff loaded. I'll reinforce and come on. See if we can make it 5 for 5 here. Okay, now we get to deal with some fun. Invisibility spells. Right away, this screams to me. Actually, wait, should we... I'm trying to think. Should we just fireball out this bottom side compartment? I think we should. So let's get a warden here. I'm going to let those queens hopefully walk a little bit in towards them. So I'm just going to let's let them get back there. I'm just going to let my warden go in here. I'm going to... Okay, that Tesla pop, that's a good thing. Because I could have been in some trouble there. So let's go boom, 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 fireball. I will land on that Tesla sadly, but that still should take care of the invisibility tower, kinda. So when should I get my king in? The king here, super wall breaker. This one's gonna change the funnel a little bit just because our funnel was not properly set. So at this point, we kind of got to do some stuff on the fly here. Let's get another super wall breaker in. Rage all this up. Another super wall. Okay, it's not going where I want, so let's go into the core here. I got a jump spell in. I think it's valuable. Freeze that invisibility tower. Okay, it's going to pop, but that's fine right now. I'm not clicking my king ability because honestly, I'm a little bit scared. Okay, I need to keep those druids up. Oh, that was not supposed to be a freeze spell, man. Okay, king's not going in towards the core. So what do? King ability now, get that all open. Royal champion up towards there. Let's send in a baby dragon to see if we can kind of clutch that. Uh-oh. Okay, so this backside is going to be so nasty. And then freeze on these ice golems. Invis on the ice golems. That freeze spell that I had to use was so gross and actually kind of messed me up so bad. Okay, Royal champion, you gotta stay out of the freeze, please. Or the poison. Enemy king is going to be so gross to deal with, but I got a headhunter, got to defend. And then I will use a rage on these my roll champion ability. That will be the only thing that will allow me to get this attack done. So let's see. Okay, so he takes out the balloon first. That was so clutch. Take out this ice golem. Please don't move, roll champion. Please don't move. Okay, awesome. Now I'm going to rage her up. Let her get in there. I'm going to wait as long as humanly possible to use this ability. Now, let's pop it. Oh, okay, this is going to be so close. Please take out everything. Royal champion, let's keep the streak up. I got so lucky. We're going to watch that replay, boys. That deserved to bomb. Those Teslas ruined my fireball, so waiting for that really sucked. I got really lucky. It just shows you how strong this army really is. But seriously, guys, that fireball, those 3 Teslas popping up was kind of annoying. And Diggy's kind of selling the bag because it runs out in front and then the heroes get aggroed. So I'm going to drop it right now. I'm going to keep the unicorn on the warden. I know it's supposed to be our good luck charm, but I got to ditch it, boys. It's starting to annoy me, and I don't think it's the best thing to do. So let's get that out of here. Let's make that change. That's the first change I'm making. So let's go unicorn and then frosty for the queen. Get our next attack loaded up. Reinforce this. And then, let's go watch back that replay just to see where our mistake kind of happened. Again, we got lucky. It still ended up working out because this is a solid base. Double invis, core's nasty. This base is, I've seen it a lot all the time, but fireball is the answer to it. So, Diggy really popped the Teslas, and this is why I feel like the unicorn would have been better. But I'm not going to complain about that because it was honestly my fault too. Let's see here. So we get our invisibilities in and see we land on that Tesla. Thank gosh it popped off the invisibility tower, but it still stayed up. So that was not good. At this point, I kind of started freaking out because now I need my king to get in towards that compartment and defend my warden. I hadn't put my queen down yet, so that didn't set that right-hand side funnel. At this point, I'm fumbling, so I'm just trying to do things as fast as humanly possible. Get 2 druids on the queens just to keep my king up towards the core. I can't have him go to the right-hand side. I would be so done for. At this point, I'm trying to get super wall breakers to open up the walls. They don't open up the ones I want, so I have to use that jump spell. King still doesn't use it. These couple super bowlers go in towards the core. I tried raging the druids, but I actually dropped a fat freeze. That's pretty much a swag freeze I could have used later on. Got lucky, it didn't matter. Had to send my royal champion for the town hall because I saw most troops weren't going there, and she had some tanking with the bears. Then I had to poison out these ice golems, hope that my royal champion stays out of distance of the monolith. If she had gotten distance, I was done for right there. We'll go 4 times speed, wait for these ice golems to go down. Had a rage spell that I saved. Key reason being, just for this backside, wait as long as possible to pop the royal champion ability. Got it done. And then that enemy king going down with the 2 barbs, 2 archers, my king, and his phoenix ability was so clutch, boys. So, lovely stuff there. That puts us at 5 for 5. Troops are loaded. Let's go hit this again, man. Let's keep this streak going. Eagles on the outside, so should we just smash through there? But where should we fireball at? Huh. You know what? This fireball's going to be a tad bit interesting. Because honestly, the angle is pretty far from the town hall. So let's just land somewhere in here. I'm going to get my warden down here. And now we're just going to think through the process. So we definitely want to land a little further in so I can get that multi-archer tower. So how about we land our fireball? It's going to be weird angled. But let's go like here. Invis that out. Fireball should go off. And I think that should take out the multi-archer tower. Okay, that was so clutch. King. Draw back the warden. Queen up top here. Pop her ability. I'm going to save the 2 druids for right now. They don't need the healing. Get apprentice warden. 2 druids to keep this up. Now I'll drop 2 druids up there. 2 wizards. Okay, super bowlers. Let's get some super wall breakers in. Just to make sure we get into where we need. Because also I got to keep these all up. Because look. King's... Oh, super bowlers. You need to turn back. Let's get in a jump spell there. Freeze the monolith because it was locked onto my king. Headhunter. Another rage. Okay. Pop the king ability now to get through all those walls. Freeze spell on that single target inferno because it had locked onto my king. 2 more druids in. I need to keep these super bowlers alive, dude. Okay, we'll get another rage spell here. Boom, that should be good. Okay, now let's check. World champion. Okay, I'm going to have to pop it there. Baby dragon. I need that ricochet cannon. Oh, this is so smashed. I don't know what I'm worried about. Let's see. Okay, world champion is kind of stuck onto by the ricochet cannon. That's why you don't send it in naked, but guys, this is strong. This is way too strong. This is actually like crazy strong. I hope you guys give this a shot because we're spanking bases. It's not even close. 3 out of our 4 heroes are still up. Pretty much full health. We still have super bowlers up. And holy cow. This is strong, guys. So this one we'll just go 2 times. No, actually, no, we won't. We'll explain it. Okay. Why'd I fireball here? As you guys know, I'd like to go through the eagle, right? Opposite side from the town hall. So it is risky. But in my eyes, sometimes I guess I don't get this point across just because I'm so excited to attack, is I see the funnel I can create right away in my eyes. I see this base, I'm like, okay, I already know what to do. I drop my warden at 6 o'clock, and then I can fireball on this bomb tower. I know that'll get the multi-archer tower, and I think it gets a scatter too, by my kind of idea, like in-mind calculation. Drop my warden at 6 o'clock. He'll take care of all this side, right? Then I can lure him in with my king. Queen up top here, kind of, what is that, like 10 o'clock-ish? Pop her ability, save the druids right away just because there's not too much damage on them. Siege barracks behind. And then I can smash through all of this with some super wall breakers, get my super bowlers in, and then it's a straight beeline towards the monolith. So let's check this out when we get our warden in. Let's see. Come on, warden, take your time planning. And look at these attacks. They're lasting 1:40, boys. We're smashing these bases. It's like not even close. And at this point, you're probably like, okay, so how'd you predict your invisibilities? Well, because now we got the unicorn. It actually does something. It keeps my warden up. I wait for that cannon to go down. I didn't launch my fireball. Look, there goes fireball. Get the scatter too. Electric value. At this point, I turn my warden back around. Then I see my kings up top. No, kings at bottom doing well. So I'm going to get my queens in to set that top side funnel. Wait as long as possible to use the 2 druids. I decide to use them just because I'm like, you know what? Keep them there. They'll keep the queens up. They'll keep the P.E.K.K.A.s up. Get 2 wizards at 9 o'clock to take care of that siege barracks. Honestly, I just want to keep this funnel going and not have the super bowlers walk anywhere. I did not want them going out. So I get my another super wall breaker in, get through that wall. There was a super bowlers that were trying to turn around, but got so lucky because that wall opened up. Get the jump spell connecting towards the monolith. I'm going to freeze the monolith. And that was a bad freeze because I should have got the warden in there too. But then I can pop the king ability and he'll make it. And so all these walls are opened in the core. I saw that single target inferno lock onto my king. Use the freeze on there. Get the scatter and royal champion. 2 more druids in for the super bowlers. Keep that raged up. Just so my super bowlers can stay up because these a little bit of lava pups are going to be annoying, but hey, that was fine. Royal champion at this point a little bit naked just because there's not too much damage on her, so I don't have to worry. I can pop her ability, but I don't need to because the Spirit Fox is behind. It's going to make it go invisible. Ricochet Cannon was already taking damage. And look at this. Smash, smash, smashed. Awesome attack again, and I think we got 2 more left. Uh-oh, I don't have CC troops, so let me go get those requests, and then I'll be back to these last 2 attacks, boys. Also, please try this out because I do want to see if you guys find the same level of success that I do with it. Because genuinely, I do think it is super strong. And I think just bringing back Super Bowlers is a lot of fun. And if you guys have the Fireball up, I hope you do. Just makes it so much easier. But, okay, this base is going to be a little bit difficult if I'm being honest. Rage towers are very gross. So we got to be a little bit more careful with our entry point. Usually, I would like to go through the Eagle. But our troops are going to swap really heavy. But I feel like we can still do it if we get our fireball value correctly, say at 12 o'clock, queen for 9 o'clock, and a super wall breaker to get them in. And then we could probably just jump spell in. So let's try that. Let's get our warden here. And this fireball is going to be a little bit weird and janky, but we're going to try getting it done. So let's get a baby dragon over here to clean that up. I'm going to let that wizard tower go down. And then I think if we go like this, like this, like this, we can land on that expo. Perfect. Let's lure back the warden. Okay, apprentice warden, 2 druids. Keep everything up. Queen ability over here. Super wall breaker, 2 druids. Siege barracks, and 2 wizards. I know it's heavy, but it's important to do so. Let's see here. Wait as long as possible. Looking good. And then I think we can get a jump spell into here. I'm going to keep these druids on a little quicker pace here. Joining up. The queen set a perfect funnel for us. I'm going to let these rage towers pop, and then I'm going to get a free spell here. Okay, druids, everything are doing good stuff. I'm going to get in a rage spell. 2 more druids. I know you're probably wondering why. Just because of how much damage is in that core, it honestly makes me super scared. So I'm going to get a royal champion at that ricochet cannon. I know it's a naked royal champion, but hey, I think it will be well worth it. Let's get a rage in here. I know it's not on the druids, it's on my queen, but I want to make sure that town hall goes down. So let's see here. The town hall will end up going down, but do we have the push needed for this backside? I think I want to answer yes, but yeah, we definitely do. Dude, what am I worried about? Boys, I might argue this is stronger than Super Witches. I know it's a hot take because it's my first time really using this army, but this is like insanely good. Like, what the heck? I did not expect this. Like, they might be strong. Like, they just crushed the core. Usually you could struggle. And then we swag that invisibility spell. Wow. Man, I don't even know. They kind of just crushed through the CC. It's not a problem. Wow. That triple bounce is insane, guys. Like, wow. I've said insane a million times. I gotta stop. I got a habit of saying it. But, guys, all I'm saying, please use it before you judge, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I got nothing more to say other than this is a great attack. I'm going to get that requested, and we'll go watch this again. Get our CC troops also donated to us. And then, usually, right away, boys, obviously you guys know I want to go through the Eagle. I almost even mid-attack went through the Town Hall just because I was a little bit worried about getting this funnel set. But then I came to the realization, if I take out this top compartment with my Fireball, landing on that Expo, that clears all of this stuff. 9 o'clock, I can clear with my queens, Super Wall Breaker, Siege Barracks. They'll clean all of this area. Then my king and Super Bowlers, I can use a jump spell. I won't try getting Super Wall Breakers in there because it would take too much time. So I was like, I'll invest the jump spell there. And then I can just smash through here with my king ability. He'll break open the rest of the walls, damage all that up, have the rage going on the druids, and I think we could end off at the town hall. Then I can use my royal champion as, like, obviously not support, but yeah, kind of support, and just clear out a flank that we need. Saw that ricochet cannon there. I was like, you know what, we'll flank her in, but I don't know, man. We also did take our time with the fireball. This thing, what I've noticed, and I should mention this right away, the reason I like this a little more than Super Witches is you don't have to rush the fireball. And when Itsu does it, he's just like, yeah, 10 to 15 seconds, max 20, right? Here I felt like the time, like the Super Bowlers don't take as much time as the Super Witches do. They're not as slow. So you're okay investing it. And there goes the fireball off at the expo. Take all of that out. Lure the king back. Now, do you see what I mean? That 12 o'clock funnel is completely set. I get 2 druids in, queen ability, super wall breaker, and then I'm going to get the siege barracks in. That will clean the 9 o'clock side, and then all that's left is for the king to just kind of set that funnel. I'm waiting for the Super Bowls just a little bit, just as we head towards that warden. There they go in. Get the jump spell. Look at these queens. They're going to take care of this expo, and then they're going to take care of this cannon. And then the Super Bowlers and king have literally nowhere else to go other than in towards the core. Get a rage spell in, leading where my troops are going to go, and the druids are going to end up there anyway. Get a freeze spell in, poison spell in. At this point, I'm just hoping and praying my king can open up the rest of those walls. It does. Here's what I mean. You can use your royal champion to flank. Whichever side you see it best fit. You could have probably done the left-hand side with these 2 root riders. I decided not to because I had so many majority of my troops there, so she could get tanking once the ricochet cannon ended up going down. Spirit Fox also survived, so that was awesome. Rage spell on one of the back-end druids and the queen just so the town hall can go down. And then the rest of it didn't even need the freeze spell, man. Crazy stuff, boys. We got 1 attack left to see if we can go perfect on the day. If we can, that'd be awesome because that's the goal right now. So let's see. That's cleared. Okay, yeah, got our CC troops. Fingers crossed, boys. Pray for me here. Let's see if we can do it. It's time to dance. Okay, so CC's in the core. Eagle's down here. Like I say all the time, I like to go through the eagle. It is risky, but you know your boy likes risk. So I'm going to get a baby dragon up top for funneling. See if you can get that cannon out for me. Warden here to snipe. And then we're really just going to have to see if we can land and take out that. So I'm going to go here, here, and then Earthquake Fireball. That, oh, it landed a little bit of a weird angle, but that's fine. Apprentice Warden, 2 druids. Queen over here. Siege Barracks. Super Wall Breaker, sure. Oh, I was trying to save my warden. I saved my warden, guys. I saved my dang warden. That was so clutch. I needed that or I would have been done for. Oh my gosh. That actually kind of scared me. Okay, can we survive this? Because this is going a little bit bad. We don't have the jump spells. Okay, we need the jump spell there. I know it's weird angled, but I don't want my troops to go on the outside. So let's get 2 more druids in. Oh, boys, we need the king to go towards the core. Okay, he is going towards the core. Let's go, go, king, go. Go, king, go. Rage spell here. Get through those walls. I know they're not on the druids, but that's because I need the king to go through this wall and head towards the CC, and then I'm going to use his ability, so then he can get those last 2 walls. Boom, that entry's created. Freeze spell there. Okay, 2 more druids. Royal champion at the ricochet cannon. Let's get a rage in here. Need these super bowlers to stay up. Here goes the backside. Let's get in a poison spell there because I knew those skeleton spells would be there. Okay, Royal Champion, please take out that ricochet cannon. Please take out that ricochet cannon. Okay, she does. Okay, this is looking decent. But we're kind of running into a little bit of an issue for this backside. I'm going to have to pop my Royal Champion ability now to get smashed through these multi-archer towers. My queen. Oh, my queen might go down. Needs that multi-archer tower to go down. Please. Give me that multi-archer tower. Get through that. Warden, please. Dude. Oh my gosh, we got it, boys. Oh man, these attacks can get your heart rate up, man. I'm getting too old, man. I got a Clash career, dude. It's weighing on me here. Honestly, some of the pro players, I feel like I'd be just bursting a blood vessel having so much stress, but that's a perfect day, boys. That's a perfect day. And defensively, I was kind of getting hammered today, minus 298. So we're going to go plus 22 after this perfect day. Electric stuff. Please try out this army. We'll do a quick watch through of this, but then this is kind of wraps here because it worked so well. And we're at 56, 66 trophies. Oh, no, 57, 66. What am I talking about? Perfect day, plus 220, plus 5 yesterday. And then defensively was kind of tough, but hey, that happens. But when your attacking is so on point, you can't complain. So let's see. So my goal here was to land on this scatter shot. It ended up landing on this air defense. That was exhibit A, number one mistake. From there, I had to kind of regroup, not panic too much. The baby dragon was a smart idea, but maybe I should have waited a little bit longer for my warden. But then again, my baby dragon didn't get that cannon out, so it was fine. Get my 2 invisibilities in, but what I failed to notice was the air defense was the next closest building. Mistake by me. Still got the scatter out, but I wanted to land on the scatter. At this point, I get my king down, apprentice warden. The one thing that also saved this attack that was kind of like unannounced was the queen that locked onto my warden. If my warden had gone down, I think I might have failed. So I get a headhunter in, and then I just spam down a freeze. I got so lucky. One more shot and I was completely toast, boys. At this point, I'm trying to get super wall breakers in, but they're targeting that wall that I don't need. So I had to actually invest a jump spell early that I didn't want to because I wanted to use it so this wall had gone down and then use my jump so my king could have got towards the CC and then hit his ability. But I needed that jump spell there. If that archer tower didn't go down and no jump spell, all my troops were going to go in different various directions. At this point, I was less worried because once my king got towards the CC, I'm going to use his ability, get through the rest of the walls. Rage spell down there, not on the druids, but just to rush through there. King gets in towards Amana. There was a lot of damage there. So I get my royal champion in. I was hoping these 2 druids could have went towards the royal champion or the main core there. Didn't end up mattering because the warden stayed up too. Queen was on the left-hand side flank cleaning up. Royal champion on the right-hand side. She takes care of the right-hand side multi-archer tower. Queen takes the left side. Clutch it up. Both stay up. What an attack. What a day. What an army. Seriously. Shout out my boy Skunky. Amazing. Thank you so much for bringing this army to my attention. It's fabulous. I can't imagine, I couldn't imagine it to go even better. I was expecting it to be good, but not this good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are the best subscribers in the world. Please like the video, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.